Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People. Today is October 2nd, 2019. In my previous video, I shared with you that December 12th, 2019 is the 7-year anniversary of my sign in the sun that I received on December 12th, 2012. I also shared with you this amazing piece of information that December 12th, 2019 is also 6,666 days from 9/11/2001. From September 11th, 2001 to Thursday, December 12th, 2019, it's 6,666 days. December 12th is a key date in history. It was on December 12th, 1941, that Adolf Hitler brought forth the plan to exterminate all of Europe's Jews through the final solution. December 12th, 1941. I'm going to read this article for you that shows the history of the final solution and how it all was put into motion at the meeting that took place on December 12th, 1941. The first moments of Hitler's final solution, when Hitler solidified his plan to exterminate Jews, and why it matters 78 years later. This was written 3 years ago, but from 1941, we are now at 78 years. Before the start of World War II, around 9.5 million Jewish people lived in Europe. By the time the war ended, the Nazis had killed 6 million European Jews in concentration camps, or pogroms, or ghettos, or mass executions in what we refer to today as the Holocaust. The Nazis used the term Endlösung, or final solution, as the answer to the Jewish question. When did this monstrous plan get put in motion? Adolf Hitler had provided clues to his ambition to commit mass genocide as early as 1922, telling journalist Joseph Hell, "Once I really am in power, my first and foremost task will be the annihilation of the Jews." But how he would enact such a plan wasn't always clear. For a brief period, the Führer and other Nazi leaders toyed with the idea of mass deportation as a method of creating a Europe without Jews. Madagascar and the Arctic Circle were two suggested relocation sites. Deportation still would have resulted in thousands of deaths, though perhaps in less direct ways. When exactly Hitler settled on straightforward murder as a means of removal has been harder to pinpoint. As Yale historian Timothy Snyder writes, it cannot be stressed enough that the Nazis did not know how to eradicate the Jews when they began the war against the Soviet Union in the summer of 1941. They could not be confident that SS men would shoot women and children in large numbers. But as Operation Barbarossa, the name for the Nazi invasion of the USSR, proved during the mass shootings of June 1941 and the massacres of Kiev in September, the Order Police and Einsatzgruppen were more than willing to commit mass murders. This meant Hitler could take the solution to the Jewish problem to its furthest extremes. In the words of Philip Breuer, the senior Nazi official responsible for the euthanasia program that killed more than 70,000 handicapped German people. According to scholars, Christian Gerlach and Peter Monteith, among others, the pivotal moment for Hitler's decision came on December 12, 1941, at a secret meeting with some 50 Nazi officials, including Joseph Goebbels, Nazi Minister of Propaganda, and Hans Frank, Governor of occupied Poland. Though no written documents of the meeting survive, Goebbels described the meeting in his journal on December 13, 1941. With respect to the Jewish question, the Führer has decided to make a clean sweep. He prophesied to the Jews that if they again brought about a world war, they would live to see their annihilation in it. That wasn't just a catchword. If the German people have now again sacrificed 160,000 dead on the Eastern Front, then those responsible for this bloody conflict will have to pay with their lives. In addition to Goebbels' diary entry, historians cite the notes of German diplomat Otto Bräutigam, who on December 18, 1941 wrote that as for the Jewish question, oral discussions have taken place and have brought about clarification. This meeting, which would be followed by the January 1942 Wannsee Conference, where the decision on exterminating all European Jews was further reinforced, was hardly the start of violence against Jews. Attacks had been happening in Nazi Germany's occupied territories for years. What differentiated this period from earlier attacks was an escalation of murder, says Elizabeth White, historian at the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. At some point, I think, with the development of killing centers, the Nazis felt that they had the means and opportunity to realize the vision of a Jew-free Europe now, rather than wait until after Germany had won the war. Australian historian Peter Monteith echoes that conclusion, writing in 1998 that the December 12 decision made it clear that the principle of killing Jews in the occupied territories in the East was to be extended to all European Jews, including those in Germany and Western Europe. So as I have shared with you, this article shows that December 12th was the key moment in pushing forward the plan to exterminate all Jews, which was called the Final Solution. December 12th was the key date in this. As I mentioned, December 12th, 2019 is the 7-year anniversary of my sign in the sun, which I received on 12/12/12. It is also 6,666 days from 9/11/2001. September 11th, 2001 to December 12th, 2019, 6,666 days. But another thing we should consider is the fact that December 12th on the Julian calendar is also Christmas on the Gregorian calendar. And look at all of these happenings and declarations of war that took place on December 12, 1941, together with the final solution of Adolf Hitler. On December 12, 1941, India declares war on Japan. December 12, 1941, Romania declares war on the U.S. December 12, 1941, the U.K. declares war on Bulgaria. December 12, 1941, Hungary declares war on the U.S. December 12, 1941, at a Reich Chancellery meeting, Adolf Hitler calls for the extermination of all Jews. And in 1942, on December 12th, Operation Winter Storm is begun by Nazi forces as they try to relieve troops that had been encircled by the Soviets at the Battle of Stalingrad during World War II. Donald Trump said a storm is coming, and Barack Obama said he would win the war on Christmas. Look at all of these decisions of war that took place on this one exact day, the same day that Adolf Hitler declared the final solution. This was indeed a day in history of war. This was the day of war. And December 12th on the Julian calendar is Christmas on the Gregorian calendar. December 12th on the Julian calendar, Christmas on the Gregorian calendar. Is this Obama's war on Christmas? I pray you're blessed today. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, the sign of his coming revealed.